Man, what would I tell my 17-year-old self if I had a time machine? Well, first of all, I wouldn't change anything. Because the reason why you are who you are today is because of the events in your past. Similar to like the butterfly effect. If you change one thing, who the fuck knows where we'd be right now? So I wouldn't change anything in hindsight. However, if I have the opportunity to help people when, at their age right now of 17, 18, this is the advice I would tell them. This is something that I wish I did, and maybe I would be somewhere different today. But who knows? Anyways, so a couple of things. If I was 17, 18, roughly around that time. Number one, I'll get my big fat ass head out of my ass and swallow my ego pill and realize I don't know fucking shit. At that age, you're full of everything. I mean, absolutely everything. You think you know everything. You think you're invincible. You think you're top of the world, and everyone's fucking stupid around you, and you're number one. So, number one, I would get my ego checked, a reality check, and I would seek out people who I want to be, people who I admire. Some people call that mentors, but it's difficult to mentor. I'm not a big fan of you just reaching out to people saying, be my mentor. More or less, if you do have the option, then go for it. But more or less, I would focus on people that I appreciate, that people I like, and follow their path. What are the things that they did to get to where they are in their life? And so I would kind of slow down, figure out certain entrepreneurs that I like or athletes that I like. At that time, I was quite involved in sports. I did semi-pro MMA for a while, trained that heavily, did martial arts. I did everything. I was quite an active person, so maybe I would have taken an approach for some pro athletic stuff, because I was always an athlete my whole life. And so that's number one, getting a mentor either through one-to-one by reaching out or through osmosis, just following people's paths. And to get that position of a mentor is swallow your fucking ego, man. Your ego will destroy you. Now, your ego is not good or bad, as I mentioned before. Your ego is a protective tool that your psyche has made. It's how you have a relationship with your ego and understand it's there for a reason. It's been curated, transformed, and molded through the events of your life, childhood, in the womb, stuff that you've been exposed to, how your parents are, your culture, all that will dictate how your ego is. And so it's not about your ego is good or bad. It's about understanding the relationship that you have with your ego. Then number fucking two. Man, I did a lot of fucking partying. I mean, like, I was partying hardcore from like the age of like, I don't know, like 15 to like 25, 26, I don't know, something like that. It's like ridiculous. And I mean by party, I'm not talking about like just weekend benders. I'm talking about fucking party. Like, you name it. You name the drug of choice. I was like 4 days a week hard fucking core. The amount of fucking money that I spent and the amount of brain cells that I destroyed. Shit. Can't even calculate that. So I would slow down on the partying. I would focus more or less on like, man, if you look at people in the future, how many of these people are actually going to turn out to be somewhat successful, not even greatly successful? So in hindsight, man, I would tell any like 17, 18, 19, even like mid-20s, man, like cut the party. Like, listen, going out with your friends here and there, having a few, brewskis, sure. But if you're one of these people who are like weekend warriors and binging and spending your whole fucking paycheck on alcohol or whatever drug you're doing, man, that's no formula for success. That's a formula for being fucking stupid. That's a formula for being in debt, getting fat, and destroying your brain cells. Who the fuck is successful spending all their money, especially if you're a salary earned person, spending all your money on booze on the weekend and having a hangover and getting yourself a belly? Nobody. So cut the party. Number three, and this is the biggest painful one, because when you're young, man, your burn is low. I mean, super low. If you're at 16, 17, for the most part, most people are still living with their parents until like 18, 19, go off to college. And so they don't have to pay rent. They don't have to really pay for food. And so they don't have really any overhead expenses. And so the money you make, man, shit. Like, if you can just save 20% of that on the side, put it in like a tax-free savings account. Just keep the cash on the side. Don't buy stock. Don't buy anything. Just cash. Imagine where you'd be today with all that liquid dry powder, where you can invest it. Real estate, stocks, crypto, angel, whatever, starting your own business, whatever. There's a lot of different investment options. But imagine how much ahead you would be if every dollar you earned back in the day when you had zero overhead, zero burn that you saved. Fuck, man, I'll tell you where I would be. I'd be ahead. I'd be fucking really ahead. And number 4, take care of yourself. This ties into number 2, man, is like when you're young, you think your body is Terminator. You think you can do whatever you want. That might be the case. But at the end of the day, man, you're still killing yourself, right? You think you can eat all that Mickey D's and drink on all the weekends and whatever, you know? But like, in hindsight, that adds up, man. Like, I view health as a fucking superpower. When you have like majority of the world, you know, has type 2 diabetes, is overweight, has energy issues. So when somebody is sharp, when somebody has energy, when somebody can wake up at 6 a.m. and have focus and concentration, that's a superpower. You're already ahead of the game without even doing anything. So I'll be focusing more or less on really my health. It's like, fuck all this. I ate like a lot of fucking fast food, a lot of crap, man. I didn't get into health, like health, like real serious health. I don't know, 22, 23, 20, something around those lines, give or take. But like seriously. And so like, focus on health, man. Like while your friends are partying on the weekends, go to the gym, you know, go to some like man's club and start working on yourself. That's how you get ahead, man. Get in the habit of waking up, because it's the characteristics that you build up. It's not the results about looking good or even feeling good. It's the characteristics that you build, right? Understanding discipline, understanding focus, understanding that this takes pain and gain. It's a grind, right? So those are 4 things. But like I said at the beginning of it, in hindsight, I personally wouldn't change. I would not get in a time machine and change it. But for the people who are in this age bracket, it doesn't even matter for this age bracket. It can be for anybody, man. These simple things go a long way, man. You know, getting a mentor, you know, stop fucking abusing your body and partying. Save 20% of your money. Put that liquid on the side, you know, that dry powder as we call it, for good opportunities. When the market crashes, boom, you can come in, scoop some fucking houses for cheap. Or when a stock crashes and you have, whether if you're focusing on buy some stocks or invest in some businesses, you know, dry powder is really fucking important. And also it's good for savings in case of some shit hits the fan. You have yourself a 8 months, 1 year, maybe even 2 year runway where you don't have to be scrambling and looking to earn a dollar. And then take care of your health, man. Love yourself, love your body, take care of it. Build that discipline, build that characteristics, and the rest will take care of itself. So there you have it. Those are the simple tips I'll tell my 17-year-old self. If you guys have a comment about this video, leave a comment. I want to know what you would tell your 17-year-old self. And if you are 17, let me know your thoughts about this. And as always, you know the YouTube algorithm. Share this video. You know what's happening with YouTube these days. They're pretty much destroying independent content creators, right? It's a big corporate media now. So share this video, like this video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Peace.